Alright, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the finals of the 2025 Lion City Cup Men's Sex Final. Today, we will be witnessing, alright, the two teams will be pitting for the gold medals. They are from Australia, Corey Wellock and Lee Schreiner, who will be up against the team from India, Puttu Sonowa and Dinesh Kumar. With me today, I have Edmund Lin to be my co-commentator. Edmund, over to you.
Hi everyone, it's me again. I think the stream didn't really cut off, or did it? I think it cut off, but I'm back. So I was previously commentating on the under 25 women's finals. Can we? Yeah. So just change. Yeah, we'll just try to get a view of the head. There you go. As you can see, it's windy out there. Our camera is shaking.
It is a very good weather with a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius now. And it's amazing how the players have been playing in this weather condition for the past few games leading to the final. We are into the first end of set 1. Right, what a good shot. Presently, Australia is holding 2 shots. Let's see what the Indian team, Puttu, can respond.
Great start from Corey.
Yep.
His, this sort of speed for as a green is not really what he's used to. But who are we to say? I mean, now he's in the finals,
Correct.
sweeping everyone aside.
So actually, it all depends on the bowlers to see how quickly they can adapt to the conditions of the green.
And looks like it's going to be short. So holding.
I think from our angle, Australia may be still holding one.
Yeah, at least one.
Yep.
At least one.
Now with a switch over, with a changeover, let's see what Dinesh can do.
So as I've mentioned earlier, this is the repeat of the first match that we have live streamed for this year's edition of the Lion City Cup. And it looks as though that we have predicted the finals on the first day. And here we are again. Familiar foes. And I'm sure they'll go for a nice drink after the finals, whoever the winners are. So you can see the Tanglin Club veranda is gathering lots of members. So these are private club members, heard about event, international event, all gathered here to see some world-class bowls. And Lee Schreiner drawing the first shot.
What a good drawing by Lee Schreiner. A beautiful shot by him.
Dinesh is known for being an aggressive bowler. He's going to go straight for this. Here he comes. Just wide. And I'm sure he'll try again.
So Edmund, what do you
Yes.
think about this year's the pool of competitors?
Oh,
Was it better than? Is it better than what we had last year, or the
It-
standard? What do you know about the standard? Has it really increased the competitiveness among the bowlers to this year?
yeah, it's if you are just really comparing the teams, right? First thing first, Malaysia is sending two teams, two full teams this year. So definitely in terms of that, standard is already enhanced. And last year we didn't have Australia, and we are really grateful for Australia. To Australia for sending all their blockbusters. Oh, so we missed that action a bit there, but I told you that Dinesh will definitely be going for the bowl. And here we are, just one for the Aussies.
Let's see if Lee Shiner can add another shot for this end. Here it goes. Alright, it looks like Australia has one shot for the first end. I think at the moment we are glad that this year we have managed to have 11 countries participating in our prestigious Lion City Cup.
Yes, and really, other than the countries that we need to thank our sponsors, Sports Singapore, and the Tote Board for always supporting our efforts in promoting the sports here locally in Singapore. Lion City Cup is last year wasn't the first year of Lion City Cup, right? We always have earlier editions, but it's really the first time that we have opened up to the rest of the countries. Lion City Cup used to be more of a regional competition, and right now, although the countries we are still sort of limited to Asia Pacific, but definitely for any of the European bowlers or African bowlers what tuning into this, please note that your associations are all invited for any future editions of Lion City Cup. We want to make this as big as possible, and really this will help us as well as our supporters, Sports Singapore and Tote Board, to bring the sports to higher level, right?
Right, I agree with you, Edmund. I think with this year's participating countries, we hope that for next year, more of the countries, for example, those from the Europe or those from South Africa, may also join us.
Yeah, and hey,
Alright.
look at this. While we are introducing our supporters, look at the head. It's incredible. We have now seen two consecutive touches. Putu has first moved the jack back, and Corey immediately responded with another toucher to deem Putu's balls slightly irrelevant. So great standards, very high standards so far.
Right. Besides Sports Singapore and Tote Board, we would also like to thank Tanglin Club for sponsoring the venue, for being a venue sponsor, as well as Yos and H2O for providing the drinks for our players, and not forgetting VDL, Lexion Electronics, and Starbum, okay, for sponsoring this event as well. I think without them, we may not be able to host our participants, alright,
Yes,
to
and
the
we are
best of our
especially
ability.
grateful, because in Singapore we let's be truthful about it. For long bowls, it's a less known sport, and for them to put their faith, because like for example VDL and Lexan Electronics are repeated sponsors for us. Of course, Tanglin Club has always been a kind location venue sponsors, and for them to continuing putting their faith in us, we are massively grateful for that, and really grateful that they are aligned with us in what we are trying to achieve here in Singapore.
That's right, that's right. Yep. Now let's see the bowl from the delivery from Lee China.
So, Joel, I know that you have done some commentating duties here at Lion City Cup, but have you introduced who you actually are?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you should do that.
Alright, for me, I'm Joel. Alright, uh, currently the Deputy President of Bo Singapore, and also the Vice President looking after the training.
Yeah. So
Alright.
deputy president, our president is Roger Kimpton. So deputy president, I think you've just started on that job, right? Not so long ago. Does that mean that you'll be the future president of both Singapore since Roger is so old?
Well, honestly, I think I was just trying to be nice to help out, but never have I thought I was just skyrocketed into this role at last year's AGM. Anyway, I'm only less than 1 year into the job, and I hope to give my best again for this community, for this sport.
Okay. Okay. The green is a bit hard to see. But what we are looking at now seems like Korea is holding one. Australia is holding one right now. And Lee will look to add an additional shot. Lee's not reached, but he's put in a significant blocker. India do have the last ball. The first prerequisite is to reach the head. The line looks alright. Looks on the heavy side. Got a sit, and that's it. So managed to steal the shot of Australia. India. Dinesh with a great bowl there. Just walking across and now back. Oh, the distance seems like a long one, approximately 34 meters. And Putu with his first ball.
We are going to the third end. At the end of N2, the score is 1-1.
Just for everybody's information, at the other green location that we are playing the Lion City Cup at, the ladies discipline for ladies pairs, Singapore B, Kyo Eileen and Janice Tan is playing Malaysia's ace legendary pair of Emma Saroji and Nurul Jamil. So we will try to keep everybody updated of the scores there when news filters through, because we are actually at two different locations right now. But this is not the only finals that's going on, what you're watching. But of course, in terms of the blockbuster nature of it, it's really the match that it's deservedly featured. Corey has been playing consistently good bowls in these finals. Obviously, massively experienced player. been in multiple finals. This is just one of the many finals that he's been in. So nothing is facing him.
For Corey, is he going to add one more shot before the switch over?
He looks like it. He looks like it.
Well, what a
It's
shot.
not just one shot. It's the shot. The shot.
The shot.
Yeah. So, Dinesh looking at the head, licking his lips. I think in the certainty that is that he's gonna play aggressive and take out at least one or two of Corey's holding shots. Putu's third bowl is behind, so India is well covered at the back. Surprisingly, Dinesh did not try an aggressive shot on his first bowl.
Maybe this is his strategy to place another ball at the back.
Just waiting.
Yep, waiting for the chance for the next two balls.
So since you guys are going to be stuck with us for the probably around the next 2 hours, I'll just introduce you the English that we are talking about, that we are speaking. This English is called Singlish, Singapore English. So English is actually our first language here in Singapore. Everybody needs to learn English, but because we are such a multicultural society, generally there's a bit of an evolution of the English language here in Singapore, so you may not be able to understand us completely. Dinesh going with his second bowl as I anticipated, hitting away Putu's bowls. I'm surprised he didn't play the other hand.
Right. What will Lee China do now?
Anything short will also be useful in this case.
Yeah. You will serve as a obstacle, okay, or blocker for Dinesh to drive heavily into the head.
He's putting her back. And that's to the tee, I believe.
Right, beyond the tee.
No, just right at the bank. So great shot there by Lee. Dinesh opting to draw his last bowl, and unsuccessfully. The weight was good. It was blocked by Lee's sort of bowl. Was in his eye. And now Australia has confirmed 3, looking for the 4th. Lee Schreiner, the current world champion, the holder of the Champion of Champions, of course.
All right.
Showing his class right again. And 4 for Australia, taking a massive lead.
Right. This is a big lead for the Australia after 3 ends. So
just some advertisement for the event as well, Lion City Cup. Right. This event actually, other than it's a recognized World Bowl Series event. It's one of the earliest one that after World Bowl Series was set. There's also prize money. So I'm not saying that it's going to be an amount that really dazzles you, but definitely you can use this prize money for a fair amount of shopping here in Singapore.
that's right. I think the prize, the first prize is quite good.
It's in the 4 figures of
Yeah, 4
4
figures.
figures in SGD. Singapore dollars. So
Yeah, I think currently
if
with
you
our
convert
exchange
to
rate,
if
yeah,
you
with our strong exchange rate, I think you good spending opportunity for the winners here.
yeah. I would
And
strongly encourage the winners to invest back into the Singapore economy by doing
correct,
some shopping here.
right. So provided we give them the money fast. And for Edmund, how long have you been playing bowls?
For me, I've been playing for around 25 years or so. So I started when I was 17. So yes, 25 years.
Wow.
And right now I'm the VP High Performance, running the national squad, sending players for exposure, hopefully medals comes along the way, uh, helping our head coach with a bit of training, drills, looking out for talent along the way. I'm also running the academy for both Singapore. Right now we have in terms of total headcount, just slightly over 20, although the regulars are, of course, slightly below that number. And that's why we managed to fill 3 full teams of under 25 this time round from Singapore. And yeah, so exciting times ahead for Singapore.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm just looking at Roger when I say this. It's all massively hard work.
Correct.
Massive hard work.
Right. I think the board. I mean, the board have been doing well for the past few years, and I agree that in order for us to develop our players to be a better players, I think we need to also start them young. With the academy, the establishment of the academy, I thought it was a very good a step forward, whereby we can introduce young players to this game. This because many people still have or still harbor this mindset that this game is meant for the senior citizens. But I'm glad that we are in Singapore. We are trying to change this mindset as well as to encourage more younger players to come aboard.
Yeah,
Right.
and now slowly, and of course with the help of Worlds as well, right? They have their own marketing team. They are working hard to promote the game worldwide. I think they have been a great help in giving the game the right perception, the right first impression for any of the newcomers. As long as generally, we are not saying that this game still welcomes all senior citizens and you know diverse of different diverse background to play, right? It's really an inclusive game, but as long as the inclusivity, that visual inclusivity can be seen across the entire demographies of people, then the perception will change. We would like to be known, for long posts, we would like to be known for inclusivity rather than the perception of being a game for the senior citizens, because when we are inclusive, anybody can play the game.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Edmund. I think what we are focusing on is the inclusiveness, okay, of this game. All right, even for people with disabilities, I think it is a good chance for everyone to come together.
Yeah.
And in fact, with our Learn to Boast program, where we want to attract many people, young and old, all right, able and not so able people, I think this is a good game for all of us.
Yeah. Look at that. Actually, is it looks like India is holding their head. I just stand up and watch. So Dinesh has his last bowl.
I think the Australians have managed to cut down the number of shots, I think.
Lee's last bowl may be in the count.
Yeah,
Maybe the shot. So
there's a
for the camera
possibility.
angle, it's a bit hard to tell.
Right,
But we are talking about inclusivity while waiting for
correct.
Dinesh to deliver. After this week, it's the
The
Merlion
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 Cup.
Cup, yep.
right? And the Malayan Cup is sort of like the para premium
Event.
competition for longbows here. So they are also playing 4 different disciplines, mainly targeting the visually
Impact.
impaired as well as the
Physically
physically impaired.
impaired.
So they call it VI and PI, and they are playing 2 disciplines each for one for VI, 2 disciplines for VI and
Yep.
2 disciplines for PI. So
Correct.
we have Australia here supporting the event as well. Top para bowlers from Australia are here with their coach Karen Murphy.
Yeah.
A household name in terms of bowls worldwide, right? So very thankful for Australia's support as well. Between both Singapore and para bowls here in Singapore, we do work very well together. We have a very good relations, and mainly because our objectives and our vision are massively aligned, like a
Yeah,
rice to the tea.
that's correct. That's correct. And for them, they also have about seven, I think 7 or 8 countries coming
Yeah,
to take part
they,
in this Merlion Cup as well.
really, really huge event. It's been, I think, it's the first one after COVID, so it has been stopped for several years.
Right.
A bit similar to Lion City Cup where we started off last year
Yeah.
after the pandemic, and they decided to take one more year. Yeah, because of course planning a para uh, competition is definitely more complicated
Yeah.
than what we are doing here at Lion City. So kudos to them and their tenacity in promoting the sports.
Right. I think Ganesh and his team has really putting a lot of effort to
Yeah.
get this Merlion Cup going.
Ganesh is the president of Parables.
Correct.
For
Ganesh is the
everybody
president of
Singaporean.
Parables.
Yeah, we call each other buddy. Right? So I think much of his motivation, much of his vision and tenacity is keeping me motivated in my role in both Singapore as well. So
Right.
hey, it looks like Corey's took off his foot off the pedal a bit. He knows it. He's looking at the sky, frustrated with himself, slightly frustrated.
I think it must be hard on the 2 teams for having to play 3 games. All right,
Yeah,
in this hot
3
weather
games.
after a heavy
Yeah.
downpour in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really a long downpour. It rained for almost 2 hours, and yeah, I see some of the competitors like snoozing off on the chairs.
Yeah.
It's not
Wow, the
easy.
good shot by
Great shot by Dinesh.
Dinesh. Yep.
Wow, Australia has their superstars on the green. India has their fair share of supporters here in Singapore as well. So you can hear the applause just now when Dinesh drew in his bowl. And Lee, slightly on the heavy side. Gonna sit on Corey. India is gonna need a second shot because right now they are in quite a precarious position. And Dinesh will do well to do the same without throwing the jack to
Oh.
Lee. So still holding. And the jack is now closer to Putu's bowls. So, and Putu's bowls are now the third shots. Lee switching hands. It's slowing down slightly if you do well to reach. Right, the shot that Dinesh needs to play now is to sit off Lee's bowls.
In order to get the multiple shots.
Yeah, to get multiples. And boy, did they need a multiple. Let's not forget that Lee has the last bowl.
Alright. I think at end playing end number 5, they really need the shots to keep them hopeful. Okay, to take this first set.
Again, he will do well to reach, but he did not.
Lee taking his ready for his delivery.
What impressed me of the Australian players, a bit similar, a bit different. I mean, from our local players, is that their ability to play rather quickly, right? Very minimal time on the mat. They understand the game so well that they don't really need too much time on the mat to think about the way, the line. It comes so natural to them. Whereas some of our local community here struggles in terms of decision making and remembering the way and the line. So it's really impressive from Australia, and I understand from the local community's point of view on why we sometimes we take our time on the green. And really trying to be on the cautious side of things, but how the Australians are able to do it and bowl so quickly, always amazes me.
Yeah, I observed this when I was in Australia in June, and the players just the delivery is just very fast. I think they know where they want to aim and it just go. Unlike us, we have to step on the mat and
have
make adjustment here and there.
And in a pairs game or a team game, often communicating and over communicating, asking each other's what they had for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. You know, it's yeah. I mean, from my perspective as a high performance VP, definitely something that we need to work on. We need to, the bowl has to be an extension of your arm.
Right.
Where it's nearly essentially part of your arm, where you are always in control.
Correct. And I think we need to put all this in practice during training.
Yes.
Then when it comes to the competition, at least the routine is there set for us.
Of course, I'm not saying that we don't communicate at all, but
I mean
in such a concise
way, that's right, concise
way, and yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because sometimes I observe people communicating a lot. By the end of the day, they will say, "Up to you."
Yeah, up to you. And then like it's like 3 down or 4 down on the head. Up to you, up to you. And then subsequently you bowl a really short bowl.
That's right.
And that's 15 minutes of my life wasted. Well done, Corey. Well done. Great shot. And you see, at the clubhouse side, it seems like it's a swing hand. It really swings a lot. Just nice to sit out Putu.
That's right. Well, let's see how Dinesh will respond to this.
Dinesh with his first bowl definitely will reach. It looks.
Oh, just miss. Okay.
And sit out one of Corey's bowls, forming a line with Putu. So for the Australians, it's not like they don't communicate. They communicate, but once they agree on what needs to be done, the delivery is very quick.
Right, correct.
Just playing more of the narrow hand down, hoping that it hangs, and it's a
it's-
great weight. So adding the shot for 3 right now. The Indians are also quick bowlers.
Yeah.
In this case, he's
All
taken out
right.
another shot, so reducing it back to 2. But going 2 down is of no use for the Indian team, now trailing 2 shots on the scoreboard. Something in between the 2 bowls that Dinesh has bowled will likely throw the jack back. And let's see what Lee does here. Adding 1 more shot. In my opinion, Dinesh needs to cut a bit of the weight off so that the trail weight is just nice to the 3 bowls at the back. Anything heavier,
The
it may
jab,
result
yeah.
in a
Is it
disaster
turning?
for them.
Is it turning?
It's not turning,
Oh.
and that's what I mean. Right, nearly sitting out the 4th bowl, but fortunately they are clustered together, and as a result, Dinesh bowl stayed at where it is, and potentially they could have gone 4 down. Right now, of course, Lee will be confident to draw in 1 more to make it 4 anyway.
Right, and it'll be very difficult for them, for the Indian team to come back for the 7th end.
Yeah, they need a full house to
Yeah.
draw or something like that. It's
So
just 3. Surprisingly, Lee did not draw in 3.
So at the end of N6,
8-3.
we have a score of 8-3 in favor of Australia.
So incidentally, a pair of our local players, Brian and Dipan, played against the Australian team in the group stages. They managed to draw one of the sets
Yeah,
and won. Only lost narrowly of the other set by 1 shot.
correct.
So they were beaming with pride after the match, despite losing the match.
Yeah, I was there yesterday at Kallang, and it was really exciting to see the way they played
Yeah.
in the game, in the match against the Australians. Yeah.
The skip Brian is a very aggressive player, very good in the drives and the aggressive shots. So
Yeah.
on his day, he can take out any opponent. But Dipan is a rising star. I mean, he's already one of the more
Correct.
established player in the local scene.
Yeah, but yesterday both of them were playing extremely well against the Australians. Yeah.
Right.
And you can
So
see the changing over of hits very often
yeah.
during the
So
match. What a good shot by Corey.
India needs 5 to draw, 6 to win. And incidentally, Putu drawing that short bowl on his first bowl has already taken away any chance of India winning the set.
Yeah. There's only hope for them to draw.
And Corey just piles on the pressure,
Right.
relentless.
Let's see if any of them can throw the jack to the back towards Putu's bowl, and that may give them some chance.
So Putu has gone narrow again.
There's still hope with 3 more balls to go by Dinesh to draw the game.
All of India's balls are on the left hand side of the green. It's going to be really difficult to get anything out of the first set for India. It's a bit of a repeat of the first match. The
Right.
first match, if I remember, Australia actually won 11-3 or something like that. Let me check the scores.
Right. It will be a challenging task for them, but nevertheless, with some magic, they may do it.
It's the very first match, 11-1. Australia won 11-1 on the first set. So for the Indian team, it's already an improvement. That's how
Right.
dominant the
I
Australians
think
have been.
what a position Lee has placed, right? Just in case the jack is struck to the right side.
Lee knows that he has secured this set
Yeah.
already. And Dinesh drawing a massively short one. There's no burn ends, so you can't replay this end. So the option of driving for Dinesh is also driving the jack off to burn the end is also off.
Yep.
So we might as well move to the next set now.
Right. Lee has the last bowl, but I'm not sure whether he will take it. Most likely he will just forego the last shot, I think.
Just a bit of a public service announcement here. It seems like the stream to our World Bowl Series YouTube page is not exactly working. We are still trying to fix the issue. Yesterday was working fine, but did not work for us today. So we'll be working with the headquarters of World Bowls to try to get this sorted out. Meanwhile, you can still watch the live stream through our Facebook as well as our YouTube channel for both Singapore. Dinesh just having a bit of fun. And the first set is done and dusted. 2 for Australia.
I think it's 2 to Australia with the score of 10 to 3
10-3.
in the first set of the finals of the men's final sets format. Now we are beginning the first end of the second set.
Moving into a second set. Winner of the last set will start the ball rolling. Over at Kallang, Malaysia is leading Singapore in the first set after 4 ends, 5-2. Still everything to play for the first set.
I think our Singapore ladies B team has done very well. They defeated Malaysia B team in the semi-finals at the tiebreaker.
Surpassing all expectations, I must say.
Yeah.
I must say, the skip Eileen just 2 weeks ago, between her and I, we had quite a serious conversation on how to improve our bowls, and yeah, and what a turnaround in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. I think what you have conversed with her really works, and think that's why
It
it
was a
could lead
very,
to
very tough
it leads
conversation.
to a good performance,
Yeah.
wonderful performance by her and her partner Janice.
Yeah, I'm actually not very sure whether the conversation was the game changer, but definitely she's been very self-motivated when it comes to bowls. And it's really easy to work with self-motivated people. Also humble in many ways, and she's always receptive of all the
Feedback and
feedback.
suggestion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
feedback and
yeah, I think that's
criticisms,
very
right?
important.
Criticism. I mean, we are in a sports environment, so it's really, really can be quite harsh sometimes when it comes to communication, right?
Correct, correct.
From us as coaches, as the coaches, we have to draw the line between being absolutely harsh and encouraging.
Correct.
I think that's really the balancing point that we are still looking for. But
Right. I do agree, because I think we must have a balance, right, of feedback as well as encouragement to motivate our players to progress on, to put in the best,
yeah.
okay, in the game itself.
All
And
right.
everyone must take it seriously when it comes to training.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, it's so much easier to work with motivated, years open type of players, athletes. Wait, yeah. So I'm just looking at the Facebook comments now. It's dominated by the Australians, right? Friends from India. So can you come in, log on, have a watch, try to balance it out a bit.
Yeah, I think we are pleasantly surprised that our online viewers, has increased tremendously. No,
Yeah.
no.
Do like and share the
Do like and
stream.
share so
Yeah.
that we are able to garner more viewers, okay,
It,
for this year's competition.
and it's not only that, the Lion City Cup, like I said, there's the second component, second part of the competition, which is the ends format. Right now we are playing the sets format, as you can see from the scoreboard. And this time round, for the ends format, the under 25 players are mixed in, commingled with the senior players, so everybody gets the chance to win some serious World Bowl Series world
Yeah,
ranking
I
points.
think that's good for those youngsters under 25 players to play alongside the experienced and players.
Yeah, I see some friends from India joining in. I don't know whether is it uh, now shared more widely, but Ichana Marine is asking where is this being played at. It's been played in Singapore, the Tanglin Club. So we have a world-class green up here on the rooftop of the Tanglin Club Sports Complex. And this is just part 1 of the Lion City Cup. We have part 2 coming out for the next 3 days. Brett O'Reilly.
Yeah, Brett also
of course,
commented.
the president of Verbals. Good commentary team, but don't forget about telling us what is happening with the ends. I just did, Brett. I just did. Right. He says I cannot hear them. The sound is very low. So I'm just looking at the technical team right now. Maybe we just have to increase our volume. The mic is already right at my face.
Wow.
Australia, I think 1.
At the end of end 1 of set 2, Australia, I think, has a shot. Is leading by 1-0.
Oh, sorry, Brad. I saw your comment. I will envision to do better next time, Brad.
Pardon me for
Just
the
too much advertisement, right?
yeah, and also
Joel.
this is my second session commentating in a live streaming session for Lombos.
So Putu did ring his first ball, trying to get to the head first before Corey does so, and around 1.5 meters short. Corey's last ball was approximately 1.5 meters long. The jack is near the tee. Has he made the correction? Just slightly, and Matt behind.
Yep. Putu coming in with the second shot. It looks heavy.
Looks heavy, very heavy,
Yep.
and it goes into the ditch. The Australians are stamping their authority early in the second set as well. And this looks much better weight by Corey. Just gone wide slightly. He shakes his head. And Putu changed his hands. Just swinging across now. A good weight may still earn him the shot, which does.
I think
so.
Putu may have the shot from our angle.
Yeah. Given the distance between the check and the nearest balls, I think it's still anybody's game, anybody's end. Surely not too difficult for Lee and Dinesh to draw in better balls.
Well, what a good shot by Lee.
And Dinesh contemplates. Corey needs to hurry up because the state of origin is about to start.
Wow. Wow.
Dinesh
What a
with a toucher,
beautiful.
and unfortunately falling the wrong side.
It may look like he has a shot. I'm not sure.
Putu is claiming that they are one up, subsequently showing the major sign. So will do well to slice the jack again.
Well done. What a trailing jack. Let's see what Lee is going to do. Currently, I think is one shot to the Indian team.
Is it due to the state of origin? That's why the Australians are bowling so quickly.
I'm not sure.
And wow, look at that!
What a
Great
good
shot there by Lee.
shot by Lee. And Dinesh is trying to knock off Lee's shot.
And Putu will do well to get out the camera.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Dinesh.
That's a replay that we will never get to see because Putu is blocking the camera. Apologies in front on behalf of him. But because the jack has moved significantly towards the bank, that's why that's the only place probably that he can stand.
Right after N2 of the second set, the score is now 1-all. 1-1.
Putu gets the ball rolling. What's really significant here is that the importance of the last bowls. The impact of the last bowls has been very, very important.
What a
So
good.
while you like for Putu now, he has a good start, but the fact is that the Australians have the last bowl. Corey just slightly short, approximately a meter. And another great shot there. Great position, waiting. Corey's put on more weight now. And just sits on Putu's second bowl. You can see right at the side, Gary Willis is on the left of the screen watching. He's the team manager for this entourage from Australia. Corey tries again and probably now secured the second shot. Dinesh would now try to defend the lead that they have from this end. It's going to be difficult. Tries to sit on Corey, but to no avail. He just slightly narrow, missed the line, and managed to secure a measure as indicated by Putu. Looks like a good line there from Dinesh. Nope, did not swing enough.
Dinesh has walked up to the head to take a look and will decide on his next, the last bowl.
Lee's gone slightly narrow here, right? Yeah. Weight is alright. But definitely not easy to play on the bank side. As you can see, the players are casting a long shadow. That's because due to the rain delay, this match was initially scheduled for 1 p.m. but we started at 4. So 3 hours delay. No risk of losing the sunlight. But we need Putu to lose himself from the camera. Dinesh has taken the jack and looks like Corey is holding Corey's bows. A bit loose and careless there from Dinesh. Oh, Dinesh thought that it was the last bow and tried to measure it.
Corey has asked Ali to drawing to secure another shot, to secure a shot if possible. Let's see if we can do it. Oh,
He's just going past.
then they are calling for measure.
They are calling for the umpire.
No, Corey is going to get his measure, I think. Yep, here comes the measure.
So it looks like Dinesh bows. Is holding from what we see.
Still undecided. Who has a shot?
The umpires
Is
may be
very
caught in
close.
action here. And Putu is just trying again. It must be real tight here.
Yep, I think in such situation, I think most probably you will just call for umpire
Call for the umpire,
to
right.
to measure and make the decision.
Yeah, and that's what they are doing. It's a good thing that we don't have a time limit for these finals.
Yep.
And as a result, at the end of the second set, we do not need to rush. There's plenty of time for daylight, and there's also floodlights available at the Tanglin Club Green. So we can always activate the floodlights if required. So ITOs,
Mahdi from Malaysia,
and Cyril from
Hong Kong,
Hong
Hong Kong, China.
Our officials in charge today, two massively experienced ITOs in our region, very well experienced. So Corey's got a shot. So Dinesh has tripped the jack back to Corey accidentally. Slightly loose on his last ball. I think he's going for something bigger, maybe. If drilling it right, can get some multiples, but has backfired on him slightly. Right now we have only one laser measure, and that is with Mr. John Roberts at the Kallang Green for the ladies finals. So Cyril have to do a bit of back-breaking work doing the measure. Putu is short on his first bowl. Good line. Corey looking interested as he corrects. Just a match shot as well. Putu unlucky, promoting Corey's bowls. And Corey will change hands.
Coming nicely and adding another shot to his count.
The green speed today is 13.4 seconds, and that was before the downpour.
What a
the green
good
has
shot by Putu.
Dried up, of course, after the downpour this morning, and I reckon that it's around 13.4 seconds as well now. Putu showing his class. And we are into a very, very tight second set. After 3 ends, 2-1. And wow. Corey apologizing to Putu. He reckons that there's a bit of luck involved in that shot, but if you don't get there, it don't happen.
What a shot by Dinesh.
Just managed to squeeze in, utilizing a bit of Putu. Corey encouraging Lee for the straight drive. Roger is beside me and saying that he doesn't need much encouragement.
He will do it, and here he goes.
Spot on.
Spot on.
That's not a toucher for Dinesh, and it has landed in the ditch. So it's definitely not a toucher. That's a dead ball.
They are determining whether the jack is out of The jack is respotted.
Respotted
To
right
the tee.
next to Lee's ball. What a ball!
Wow, about 5 shots, is it?
well to reach. Unfortunately,
Right.
just a match shot. More than a meter shot.
Dinesh still has one more ball to go.
I see that Serena Bonell is watching, our friend from New Zealand. Welcome to the stream, Serena. Australia? Sorry, Australia. Australia is sending a big contingent for the Malayan Cup, as mentioned earlier. And I believe Serena's husband is part of the contingent.
Just missed the jack slightly by Dinesh.
And Australia again consolidating the second set. So over at the ladies' side, Malaysia has won the first set, 9-2 against our Singaporean team. And heading to the second set. Over here at Tanglin, we are slightly more advanced. Two just drawing. One that's approximately half a match short. Great shot there by Corey. What you can do, I can do better.
Let's see what's Putu's response to this shot. Is he going to get it in front of Corey's ball?
Looks mighty close there. Looks mighty close.
Just missed out slightly.
Missed out.
Yep. Wow. Corey sitting on his ball. I think he may be getting the shot. 2 up at the moment.
Let's see what Putu can conjure up. He's changed his hands, trying to promote his first bowl. Has to swing now. That's too heavy. So there's a question that came in asking what is the green made of. Our president, Roger, has replied me saying that it's synthetic grass. So definitely not as fast as the greens in the southern hemispheres. But Singapore, we used to have a natural grass green, and the characteristic of the natural grass green is closer to the greens in the northern hemisphere, which runs approximately between 10 to 12 seconds. So this is already considered one of our faster greens experienced.
What a
bowl
shot
there
by Dinesh
by
again.
Great bowl toucher. This time round, no issues of being a dead bowl if Lee is to hit it down the ditch.
Lee is going
Both
heavy
the Australians
and
looks interested
oh,
and what a
right,
ball.
man. He takes the jack, right? Yeah.
Accurate as it can be. Obviously, he was going for Dinesh bowls. And having all the back bowls is not a bad idea. Dinesh in all sorts of trouble. I reckon that's around 3. Is it gonna stay? Is it gonna stay on? And that will cut down to 1. That's the best that really Dinesh can do. Really. Yes, the jack is in the ditch, the bowl is in the ditch, following it through down. Right now India is are like sitting ducks, just hoping that Lee doesn't add on to the tally. Is it staying up?
Nope.
No. Just like everyone, I couldn't see where the ball went due to the camera angle, but based on Corey's reaction, I knew that he went in. Yeah. The one, India has another bowl in the ditch, but definitely the 2 bowls, Corey's bowl and Lee's bowls that stayed on the bank is closer to the jack. So India in all sorts of trouble here. And I wonder how many. Looks like 1.
Right now we are playing N number 6.
It looks like 1.
Yeah, it looks like 1.
So we'll assume that it's 1 right now until the players update the scoreboard. So far, a dominating performance by the Australians.
Yep, after N5, it is a 4 to Australia and 1 to India.
Just casually flying hours from their country, you know, transiting from a 17-18 seconds green to a 13-14 seconds, 13 seconds green, and dominating everyone that has come across their path so far.
Right, good. First shot. First ball by Putu.
Corey has gone narrow again. Slight improvement of the weight.
And Putu repeat his first shot with this ball.
I see some supporters from India joining the stream. So welcome to the stream.
Is a shot, about a meter shot. Corey coming in with his third ball.
Corey adjusting his line this time round.
And right.
And
Yeah.
gaining the shot.
I think he has a shot.
It is now or never for India team to respond.
Looks promising. Look promising. Yes.
What a ball.
Well done, Putu.
What a ball.
What a great shot.
But is that a toucher?
Nobody
is
marked the
not
ball
a
yet.
toucher.
It's not.
Yeah, and it could well go into the ditch
It is
in the very
millimeters
next minute.
from the jack. I'm getting excited and I'm standing up to watch
Yeah.
because this is at our end.
So if Lee is to play a kind of weighted or heavy shot, the jack would likely be burnt and re-spotted back to the tee. Oh, he is kicking himself. Lee.
Still rolling,
know why.
still rolling, still
I
rolling.
don't know why he's kicking himself. That's
Oh, close. What a good second shot
that's
by
a
Lee.
good ball. Why is he kicking himself?
He want to get the shot.
Here comes Dinesh, trying to sit on the second ball.
Maybe a bit
Just
short.
fall slightly short. Oh, nearly promoting one of India's bowls in.
Right.
Putu is encouraging Dinesh to change his hand so that he can sit out Lee's bowls to get some multiples. Boy, do they need it. Just slightly on the narrow side from Dinesh. Might. Ooh. Very good hit there.
Corey indicating that they are one down. Lee is walking up to the head to have a closer look to see how he is going to play his last bowl for this end.
I reckon that the shot will be the front, the forehand, trying to just tap and roll his own bowl, and at least getting 2 seconds so that Dinesh can't try anything funny. It's 1 in 3 bowls there for India to, if successfully convert, draw the second set on the scoreboard. Here he comes, looking, needs a bit of help from the front bowls. Nope. And not enough for the second shot. So Dinesh is presented with an opportunity to take away Lee's bowls and get some multiples. If his bowl stays, it could well be 4.
Yep, correct. I think he may be attempting to take away Lee's ball. Let's see what he does.
The line is yeah. This one, two, doing the finger measure
Putu is trying to estimate the distance
and
between
checking
the
whether
second
it's
shot.
worth to. Nope.
No, it's one.
So
One to the
for
India team. And we are now into the last end of the second
India
set
needs 3.
for this final
That's the match. India needs 3.
to go into a tiebreaker. No,
2 is not enough.
No, 2 is not enough. 3 to win. 3 to win. They need a 3 to win to tie to win the set and to go into the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Good start required there by Putu. That's a fair start. And Corey Wedlock again doing it. What you can do, I can do better. Putu changes his hand. Now aiming to sit on Corey's bowl. On just slightly narrow, but with a good weight, may just be the shot. Corey just drawing something very similar. Unfortunately, just fell off the wrong side. And Putu trying exactly the same shot again. Again, not taking enough of the green. So has taken away his second bowl. And definitely 2 down on the board. The saving grace is that all of Putu's bowls are behind. So Corey has casually changed hands and drew in one more.
Now while waiting for the changeover at the ladies final, currently second set at the end number 4, the score is 3 all. 3 to Singapore and 3 to Malaysia A team.
Yeah, let's also remind the audiences that Malaysia has won the first set, so it's a must-win set for the Singapore ladies. I see that on Facebook, Jun from Japan is watching. Welcome Jun to the live stream. Good friend of ours. I think he's now the current president of Bowls Japan. A bit of advertisement for him as well. The Japan Open is coming up in September, newly incorporated into a World Bowl Series calendar. So congratulations to Jun and his team and Bowls Japan. Yeah, and by the way, Jun is also a very, very good bowler.
Dinesh shot. Bow is a big shot. Is a quite short for this end for this bow. Let's see if Lee is going to add another point or shot to his team.
Any more balls for Dinesh? One more.
There's one more bow. And
Good weight there by Lee.
Dinesh taking the approach for the last shot. Can he take it?
It's now or never.
And low.
And he missed it. And the hands
And
are
that's
shook.
end of the game.
Shook.
Well done. What a good fight between the two teams from India and Australia.
India trying to exact revenge on their first round loss to Lee and Corey, but to no avail. It's absolutely dominant performance from the Australians. While they have won the championship, we are equally happy that they are here to grace the event. Both of them world-class bowlers. So we are just getting confirmation of the set score, because it's really not inconsequential, right? Australia has definitely won the title, Lion City Cup men's pairs sets formats champion. Comes with a nice giant check that we'll present to the Australian team during our closing ceremony on Saturday.
Right, thank you for joining us for this finals game, the men's final at Tanglin
Yeah.
Club.
If possible, we may want to invite the winners for a short interview. I'm not really good at interviewing players, but I'll try my best. And I'm just sending Joel over to invite them to have a chat. Let them know that there's a big contingent of Australians watching them, totally dominating the Indians. Totally dominating. So there's really no doubt that they are the deserved champions for this. And to be honest, it's their first time here. So really good showing, and congratulations once again to Lee and Corey. So I see Joel shaking Lee's hands. Lee and Corey. And seems like Lee is going to come over and have a few words. Paul Levin says that well done, boys. Too good indeed. Corey is coming over. I'm surprised because I thought that he will be rushing to watch the State of Origin. The State of Origin is starting, so you're able to spare some time. Yeah. Can you turn the just a moment, we are just adjusting the camera over to Corey. So while we are adjusting the camera, Corey, I understand that there's a State of Origin match coming up. You probably are a big fan. We have tons of supporters here on Facebook Live watching. Of course, the numbers were higher earlier, but dominant performance, right? I remember the first day that you guys arrived over here at the Tanglin Club. You guys were like thinking, didn't really go too well in the rollouts, right, and the practicing sessions. And right now you are the champions, and obviously your favorite for the ends discipline as well. Anything that you want to say to your fans here watching?
Yeah, obviously a lot of support from back home. So yeah, just like to thank them for the support. But yeah, no, obviously it was a great game. We tried to start well, and that's what we done. So and then we kept the momentum going into the second set. But yeah, well done to India on a great final too. So they played well, and I think they went through undefeated virtually.
Yeah.
But I think we got them first game, but other than that, they won every other game. So a credit to them as well. But yeah, stoked to get the win.
Right. How are you holding up with the Singapore weather? There's 3 more days to go.
Nah, not too bad. Yeah, I don't think I've drank so much fluid before, but nah, it's pretty nice now. The wind's coming through and a bit of shade. So
Right. Yeah. I think today is just one of the friendlier weather for you guys. Just carry on topping up your fluids. It's going to be quite extreme the next 3 days. So, right. We have. You want
So
to go
on to
and
Lee?
watch some rugby soon, right?
nah, all good. I'll put you on to Lee.
Yeah. Lee, just a few words.
Of course.
Of course, now I'm on TV and my hair is in a mess. So Lee, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Again, the same question. During the practice session, when you first arrived, you were kind of struggling with the green, right? Because it's totally different kind of green speed. And now you're the champion. So what's the secret recipe, right? Actually, I'm the VP High Performance for Singapore, World Singapore, and I struggle. Honestly, I struggle to keep my athletics at a very high level and be adaptable to different sort of greens. What is the secret recipe
Well,
if you are able to divulge?
Funnily enough, I played quite poorly in the final, to be fair, but Corey dominated. We found between us, Corey used a narrower set of bowls than I did, and sometimes the rink that we drew suited him, and sometimes it suited me. So it was up to each player to look after the other one when they found the rink, because as you know, it can be quite tricky.
Right.
We're 4 levels up here. The wind got up.
Yeah.
It blew a few bowls around
Yeah.
in that game as well.
Yeah.
We played with some heavy rain. After heavy rain this morning, green was very slow, and then the shade came over and it got faster, and it was very tricky.
Yeah, and I do remember that you were playing Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
During that match, and the score was rather close with Sri Lanka, and for sure the change in green has caused part of that, right?
The Sri Lankan game was close. I think the only reason we won both sets, we got a 5 in each set.
I see.
I think they probably maybe won more ends, but we had a couple of good ends and got a 5 in each set. And that's not easy to do here.
Yeah.
If you get too many too close, they're good attackers, and if you have a few bad bowls in one end, you can be in all sorts of trouble. So. Look, Corey was just excellent, and you probably appreciated how well he led. He was superb. We know Patul had a great effort, and Dinesh is a super player from India, the skipper. He played great. The score doesn't reflect the game. He was excellent.
There was this end where you drove, and just nice the jack went out of the boundary, and your ball stayed right beside the tee.
Yeah,
right?
So Corey got me to try and attack the other bowl to get them clean, and I thought I'll swing solid. If I hit the shot bowl, my bowl might stay up. I didn't expect the jack to go out of bounds, but I wanted enough for his bowl to go in the ditch, and mine to stay up. But it happened to go out of bounds, and I landed right on the tee.
Really, really. I mean, it's for us in Singapore here. Actually, we bowl quite often, and we're quite serious bowlers. But this is definitely an eye opener for us. I think I speak for the entire community of bowling community of Singapore, and really thankful that you guys are gracing our event. Gives us a massive boost in promoting the sports. Getting our national association, our sports ministries to take notice more of us, and as a result, maybe we can do something greater together with the support of Brad and Neil from World Bowls, and really make Singapore sort of like a go-to place in one of the World Bowl Series.
You live in a
events.
beautiful place.
It is.
I'll just
right.
say on behalf of us Bowls Australia Jackaroos, we thank
Yeah.
you for your invitation to the
Right.
tournament. I know it's our first year here.
Sure.
I hope I get to come back in the future because I think it's a beautiful place. And on behalf of all of us, thank you for all your hospitality because we've
Thank
been
you.
treated literally like royalty here. And I don't want to leave yet.
Yeah. All right. So the ends coming up, ends discipline coming
Yeah.
up. Naturally, you guys are the favorites. So
No such thing as a favourite here.
I'm gonna just start to pile some pressure on you. Congratulations.
I might make Corey skip and he can try and miss all my rubbish.
Thank you, thanks, and congratulations.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for the
much.
interview. Right. All right, I think that is it for our live stream. Hope you enjoyed both the match and the interview after that. And we will see you guys the following 3 days for the ends discipline. Right, and this is Edmund and Joel signing off.
Yep. Signing off for today. See you again.
See you again. Bye.
Bye.